Alright everyone, welcome back. Today we are going to be taking a look at my top 5 admin commands that I use the most in ARK Survival Ascended, as well as Survival Evolved if you aren't playing Survival Ascended. Now, these are in no particular order, but they are the ones that I definitely use the most. The last one, not so much. I put it on for my kids usually, and the odd time I will use it. So, first of all, what you have to do is go into your settings here, and you want to scroll to, I believe it's advanced. Yeah, in advanced. And you want to come down here to where it says console access. Make sure you turn this on, and then hit save. So now when you come back here, it'll be down in your bottom left corner. It'll say console commands, and you push your, it used to be select button. I don't know what it is now, but we're going to call it select button still. Alright, once you're in here, the main thing you're going to notice right now is it will actually save all your commands in a nice little list here, so you can scroll through, find the ones you use, click on them again. Extremely useful. So, these are definitely the ones that I'm going to be using. There are a couple that I'm going to show you, a couple extra ones that I don't have put in yet. So, make sure you stay tuned, and I will show you guys some really cool stuff. Now, first we are going to take a look at is the... Lay down, guys. My dogs are inside right now because it's like pouring rain and freezing rain and stuff right now, so you might hear some clicking of their nails walking behind me, and you might see them the odd time, but they shouldn't be too loud. Alright, so the first one we're going to look at here is the volumetric cloud. Now, this one here will remove all the special clouds, I'm going to say. It does leave clouds behind, don't worry, it's not like it's a barren sky. But it will remove almost all of your clouds that move around and do stuff. And that will increase your frame rate as well as your graphics drastically. So, I loaded up a fresh game because every time you exit the game completely and then load it, you will have to put these back in again, which is why I like that they saved them. This one here, you're going to see a drastic difference. So before I put it on, we'll come in here, and you can kind of see the skies. It's not bad, right? Like, there's a lot of clouds, it looks really pretty. But your frame rate's really glitchy. You are going to notice a bit of screen tearing too, because I'm recording on 4K, or I'm playing on 4K and it's recording in 1080p, so there's a bit of a weird glitch with the game right now, I don't know. But anyways, so you'll notice the clouds right now, and what we're going to do is come in here, bring up our menu, and then turn on this one, which is r.volumetric cloud space 0. Once you put this in, it removes all of those moving clouds, makes it look really nice actually. With the new sky, it's beautiful. And that there will increase your frame rates drastically. Now everything is going to render in much faster. You'll actually be able to get your detailing on your trees, your rocks, all that stuff that may or may not have been loading in properly. So what we're going to do is move on with the next one. And the next one we are going to do is... Whoops, I didn't need settings. Next one we're going to do is called Fly. Very simple. This one basically gives you the creative mode fly around. I use this one a lot in my playthroughs, and I use it just for building. I don't use it to kind of cheat and fly around and do stuff like that. But I do use it for getting my builds done, because I don't have to worry about trying to sit here and putting these pillars in can be kind of tricky if you can't reach. So being able to fly up, put your stuff in, put your walls across, really useful. That brings us into the next one, which is walk. So we're going to come over here, because I want to do stuff over here next. So we want to come in here, make sure you're close to the ground because it will just drop you. And you want to just type in walk. Once you type it in, just click, boom, and it takes away your fly. Now you can kind of walk around again, do your main thing. This one's kind of part of the last one, which is why it's a top 5, but you're going to notice there is a few extra. So this one here, it lets you get back to the ground and, run around, do your thing. And if you want, type in your fly again, you can get back up, fly to wherever you need. Alright, next one we're going to look at here is volumetric fog. Now, this one here, you'll notice more in underwater. So let me take you underwater for a sec. You will notice it in spots like the redwoods, anywhere where there's actually some fog. But as you can see underwater, really murky right now. It looks really nice. Like, I like it. I usually don't turn this one off. But if I'm trying to find stuff or, do some underwater stuff, it really comes in handy. So you'll notice really kind of murky right now. We'll push start, bring up our console commands. And you want to do the same as the cloud, but it is R volumetric fog space 0. Once you put this one in, boom, you'll notice it takes away all that murkiness. And now you can see what's underwater. Really useful. This one, it's not as useful out of the water. I mean, there's not quite so much fog around. But under the water is where you'll drastically notice this one. So if you're going to do underwater stuff in single player, I definitely suggest this one. This one will make all your underwater stuff much, much easier to do. Now, what we're going to do is we are going to move on with the next one. But I got to get out of water here. I don't want to drown. Okay, so for the next one here, I haven't put this one in, which is why I said some of these that I'm going to be using aren't ones that are put in. The next one we're going to be using here is called Set Time of Day. Obviously, you can tell what it's going to be. Once you put it in, you're going to hit space, and then whatever you want it to be. So let's go, we'll go 7 o'clock, just so you can see that it actually works. So you want to put your 7, you want your little semicolons, and then 00, 0, and boom, now it is 7 a.m. again. You might want to change it to nighttime, you want to, whatever you want, right? Like, I use this a lot if the day is getting really close to being over and it's almost nighttime and I'm not quite done what I wanted to do. I'll set the time back to 7 o'clock, keep doing what I'm doing, or even, you know, noon, something like that. This one, really, really useful. Not everyone is going to find all these useful, but hopefully you find something useful. Let's move on with the next one now. So, the next one here, bring up our menu again. Now, the next one we're going to look at is called Destroy Wild Dinos. This one here, you're going to want to use a lot more if you have put on mods. If you've put on some dino mods and you're not finding them anywhere on the map, you want to put this in here, and what it's going to do is it will destroy all the wild dinos on the map. Not your tamed ones, but all the wild ones. Which, in about 5 seconds or so, maybe 10, it allows new ones to spawn in, and it usually allows your mods to kind of have a place to spawn in. You can also use this without mods. You can use this to, you know, keep removing the dinos around you in hopes of finding a higher level one. Really, really useful. I use it a lot to get my new mods to spawn in when I download a new one, especially on Ascended here. On Evolved I never did because I didn't have mods, but on Evolved I used it a lot when I was, let's say, go to Carnivore Island and I'd run around and find no Rexes or you know, find a Rex and it's level 10. So I'd destroy all the dinos, start running around again, and then the new ones would spawn in, and now you have a better chance of a 150 or whatever, right? You get it. So, that one, really, really useful, especially depending on the circumstance. So, what we're going to do is move on with the last one now. And for the last one, I'm going to bring up Fly, just so I can move us to a different area here, because this one here, I don't want to keep once I'm done. Okay, we'll just do this guy. So, what we're going to do is come over here, right there, like that, and bring up our console. So, the last one I'm going to show you guys as kind of a bonus is called Force Tame. Now, I put this in for my daughter all the time, and it just lets her, you know, run around, have fun building and playing the game. And when she sees something she wants to tame, you type this in, activate it, and make sure it's in your crosshair. Just like so. There we go. Alright, so it didn't pop up any kind of cool menu like it usually does. But, so yeah, there we go. We have force tamed a Pteranodon. This thing is ours now, and we can do what you want. If you force tame a creature, the handy thing that some of you might not know is you no longer need a saddle. You can just hop on this thing and fly it around. It kind of alleviates the need of a saddle. So if you just kind of want to have fun with your game and you want to not worry about saddles even, use your force tame and it takes away the need to use a saddle for the creatures that need one. You can just hop on and ride them around. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully you found some of these useful. If you did, don't forget to hit the like button. It really helps out. It helps YouTube recommend these videos. If you're new here, maybe hit the subscribe button. We do weekly videos, usually tutorials and how-tos, but we do chill and chat live streams as well. But until next time, keep being kind to everyone, keep being kind to yourselves, and I will see each one of you guys here real soon.